Hey, what's up guys? Tuki here, back again with a quick video today as we have some Hall of Fame matters to discuss. Both the Florida Panthers series and the Nation United Russian series, of course, have come to a close. At this point, we are ready to begin with the LA Kings and the Chicago Blackhawks. But before we are officially done with these two series, we of course have the question of whether or not there are going to be any Channel Hall of Famers out of the two. Now, there is always the topic of conversation. Does this guy belong in the Channel, the Hall of Very Good, or does this guy actually belong in the Channel Hall of Fame? And they are two different things. It's tough, to say like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll remember Sasha Barkov from the series, but is he a Frederick McDonough? Is he an Essa Hall from the Vancouver series? Is he Nick Hague from Rebuilding Hockeytown? Where I look back on these series and I say, oh, okay, if I was to build an all-time team, this is one of the first players to come to mind. That's kind of how we try to shape it. With the Florida Panthers, though, of course, we ended on a high note, winning the Stanley Cup. Of course, the roster stayed pretty consistent throughout this run. And as we get into who you'll find in the description that is up for, nomination here and that could be voted into our Channel Hall of Fame, Spencer Knight, of course, is the first one there. Whether or not he deserves it, tough to say. I mean, a career .915 save percentage is pretty good, but of course he only played the 2 seasons. If I'm not mistaken, we did go through the career stats in both this and the Russian series. Maybe not for Florida, so we'll double check back. But Spencer Knight, I mean, it's tough to say because he only played 2 years. No disrespect to Sergei Bobrovsky, but yeah, it's not going to happen. For the defensemen, I mean, in terms of anyone retired, Keith Yandle deserves a shout, and he'll be able to be voted on. But aside from that, we have SERGACHEV and EKBLAD, which, yeah, I mean, the SERGACHEV signing was gigantic for us. Obviously, he played, 5 seasons. Once we were able to pick him up, only missed games in one of those seasons, an 83-point season last year. Just ridiculous, almost 300 career assists at this point. And then Aaron EKBLAD as well. Of course, playing with SERGACHEV last year, had that unreal season. A plus 78 might be Hall of Fame worthy on its own. He is one hell of a player and was a very steady force for us on defense. Whether or not, again, that translates into a Hall of Fame career, it's up to you guys. When it comes to the forwards, I mean, I think we're just going to have it be the players that are still here that are up for nomination. I can't really think of anybody that we let go of that was in that class, Dadonov included. So first and foremost, Owen Tippett. Tough to say. I mean, 400 games, 326 points, did have a 50-point season. Is he a member of the elite like we were hoping he would be? That's kind of a tough call. Grigory Denisenko as well. I mean, 219 points in 246 games. We only got to see him, though, for 3 seasons, but also a bit of a playoff performer as well, so tough call as to whether or not he should be in. Logan HUTSKO played 3 seasons with us, 30-goal season last year. Again, whether or not he belongs in the Hall of Fame or the Hall of Very Good is, of course, the discussion. No disrespect to Cliff Poo, but he didn't really play. Cole Schwindt, I mean, he only played 1 season, so I don't think we'll be seeing old Cole Schwindt up there. Although, how do you do in the playoffs again? Yeah, no, I don't think Cole Schwindt's going to be in the running. Jonathan Huberdeau, though, absolutely will be. And when it comes to the players that we'll remember from this series, I mean, 4 90-point seasons for Huberdeau, which is insane. Of course, 11 goals in that cup run there at the end. Alexei HEPONIEMI, we got to see for 4 seasons, 218 points in 320 games, and of course, point a game in this last playoff run, which is tremendous. Dryden Hunt, I mean, serviceable player for us, for sure. He was on this roster for the entire run. We only made it through 7 seasons this time before calling it quits. Normally, we do have longer seasons, but like I said, the entire schedule for NHL 20 was completely disrupted by the undrafted challenge simply not working this year. So you know, might have to cut certain series a little bit shorter than we wanted to, but it's just kind of the way it worked out. With centers, Sasha Barkov. I mean, he and HUBERDEAU were the two most likely Channel Hall of Famers, I'd say, out of the mix. 2 90-point seasons for Barkov, 3 80-point seasons. Of course, very good in the playoffs as well. 8 points back of being a point per game. Henrik Borgstrom, 256 points in 464 games. Only spent 1 season in the AHL. Actually, in fairness, yeah, 18-19. I don't know why I'm factoring in 18-19. It needs to be 19-20. We only made it through 6 seasons, now that I think about it. But, of course, we made the Cup final in that first year. Vincent Trocheck. Of course, this was going to be his final season here, but pretty damn good for us. 2 70-point seasons, nearly 600 career points at this point, but Channel Hall of Famer? I don't know. It will, of course, be up to you. Noel Acciari. I'm just going to say his success for us in this series is clearly what's led, 21 goals, and then in real life he puts up 21 goals. I think he has 21 goals already. It's insane what he's done this year. Is he a Channel Hall of Famer? Time will tell. And then Jace Howerluck, I mean, good, very serviceable bottom 6 option for us. Channel Hall of Famer. It's not up to me at this point. Very much up to you. And again, I don't think Sarah Noel is going to make it. And over on the Russian side of things, of course, we were not able to end this series with back-to-back Stanley Cups, but overall, still, of course, a very successful series for us. When it comes to the goaltenders, obviously, you know, and we looked at the stats in the last episode, so I encourage you to take a look back there if you want to get a full look at the stats. But obviously, Askarov's going to be in the running, the only goaltender who should be. Defensively, I mean, Provorov, Sergachev, Romanov, Mukhamadullin, Zadorov, probably all going to get votes. Alexeyev as well, although his, again, the morale crisis for him really kicked in at the end there. And then when it comes to our forwards, Kravtsov, Svechnikov, Kaprizov, Tarasenko, again, I don't think Michkov's going to make it, but Barbashev, I don't think Yakov Trenin's going to make it, or Alex Radulov, but again, Tarasenko, Barbashev, Kavanov, Volkov deserves a shout. And Evgeny Dadonov, of course, Evgeny Malkin. I think the only retired forward that's really going to get an opportunity is one Alex Ovechkin. Although, of course, we did not win the Cup with Ovi. As crazy as that is. So you'll be able to find the eligible players to vote on down in the description. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days, if not a week, maybe a little bit more. Time will tell with the results as far as who will be the players that go down in the history books, in the record book, as the best players from these 2 most recent series. And again, I thank you all so much for your support when it came to those series. Had a lot of fun, but again, now we turn our attention to Chicago and Los Angeles. I will see you guys soon. Have a good one. Take it easy. Talk to you later.